Hi, this is Nancy. I have a lot to share about being in business for myself. I built the website page in 2010, and since then it has grown into an internet magazine and a YouTube channel, 2 YouTube channels, and a blog. So I have a lot to share. I found out that I was a business owner and I had to learn a lot. Specifically, I want to discuss receipts. Receipts are a very huge part of business. If you have nothing else, save your receipts. Gold. Receipts you can get together for the year and then give to your tax person or your accountant, and they can help you I do my own taxes and my own accounting. So this is how I handle my receipts. I had to file taxes for the first time for the tax year 2014. I finished my taxes, and these are my papers that I have to file, and I've already received my return. I can give you the information that I have from the experience that I've gained already. I saved a whole lot of receipts. They weren't organized. So what I decided to do, this is my receipt book for the year 2014. Now, instead of just allowing the receipts to be loose, there's a couple of things that come into play here. I have somewhat of an attention deficit disorder. I have obsessive compulsive disorder. So my mind is, if I were a child, I would be diagnosed with a scattered mind. A lot of people like me with ADD. And here I have all these receipts and I'm not sure how to handle them. I have to give my mind the best of circumstances in order to operate this business. In order to make sense of the receipts, each receipt to its own piece of paper. All right. If I printed it off of an email, a receipt. This is a receipt I ordered pens. I ordered these pens for advertising from National Pen Company. Might as well give them a plug. They have my business name and my website address on it. They sent me a pen out of the blue. I liked it, so I ordered some pens from them. When I did, this will be a 2015 tax receipt because I paid for it and ordered it in the year 2015. These are the 2014 receipts. That's what that little thing says. It's a piece of paper that a woman gave me as a receipt. I attached it to a sheet of paper. This is the receipt for my travel case that I talked about in another video. I have to carry my laptop and all my supplies with me, so I need travel cases, and those are inventory and supplies. Receipts fade, so you have to copy where I bought my desk clock and a light bulb. This is from Office Max. It's the ink that I purchased for my printers. Notepads, UPS store. Example of my receipts. Now, in order to have them in this book, I have paper punched them, which is an item of inventory, stapled them. So the stapler is an item of inventory. Copy paper is office supplies. Even the staples that you have to purchase is an item of inventory. To keep the receipt when you purchase your paper punch or your copy paper or your stapler. Punched them in order to keep them together. I have them in a particular order within this book so that I could have an ordering system, an accounting system in place, and I need to have an inventory system. When you find yourself with earning income, whether through a website or a blog or a YouTube channel, you're a business person and you need to operate. These are some of the things that I've learned along the way. I have worked in a lot of offices and I've worked for a lot of different companies, and I've seen a lot of different filing organizational systems. And so I've implemented some of them and am implementing some of them into the business operations of my business. My magazine is Your Health and Tech Friend. What I do is right from the top, I have a receipt. I saved copy paper that is like scrap paper and on a shelf or in a box. Punch, 3-hole pre-punch some of them and keep them in my receipt folder. 2014, and you saw there were some of 2015 in there that I have to take out. 2015 binder. This binder is 2014 and before. This is my 2015 receipt book. The receipt gets attached to the paper. Now I put it off to the side like this for a reason, so that I can write along the side of it here. Up here I put the year. You find the date on the receipt. The date is right there and I circle the date. Now the vendor anywhere where you purchase an item. Office Max is a vendor. Drug Mart, which is the drugstore that I go to, is a vendor. Radio Shack is a vendor. I circle or make a note of the vendor number. This is an example of a receipt that I deal with these receipts is what I call it. I take the receipt and I attach it, I staple it to the piece of paper with the 3-hole punches. Office Max is the vendor. I have the year 2015 at the top of the piece of paper, and then the month and the date of the purchase. Okay, just April 9 of 2015. I have a notebook and I have assigned vendor numbers because Depot has its own vendor number, and I'll get into that in another video. Vendor number. I need to detail things for my own head. Now on every receipt, if you pay tax, there's sales tax. I write down tax, and I keep a record of tax in a separate $2.94. After I record it in my tax folder or file, then I'll put a check mark on there. I also want to keep an accounting. This was a purchase of ink. It says ink, and the ink was $41.99. I have ADD. I have some sort of a dyslexic thing with numbers and letters, so I have to do things in a step-by-step organized fashion, or it doesn't make sense to my brain. So the ink is $41.99. Inventory for an item has to be the item's cost, not the item plus the tax. The tax is handled separately on an accounting system. You have a book and a folder for taxes because you can deduct these taxes on your income tax. Okay, that's what I found for my income tax in my state, the state of Ohio, United States. When I get more into my accounting system, I'll be able to increase the asset of ink in the office supplies section, decrease the amount of cash, enter it into my accounting system, and I would either debit or credit the office supplies, the office expense account. When I enter them, I'll check them off. For this video, I want to say this is my filing system of my receipts. You saw I have the year 2014 there. I also have behind it 2013, 2012, 11, and those receipts are smaller, so I have them all in one book. For 2015, I purchased a lot of things for my business. I have a new book started, and it might even become 2 books or 3 folders binders before the end of the year. The way I file is all of the 2015s, and then by month I have the first of the month at the bottom, and then the second and the third and the fourth go on top, each on top, so it ascends up through the year, through the months. So January is at the bottom, then February, then March, then April, and at the very top will be December of 2015. From December 1, 2, 3, and on the very top will be the December 31st receipt. Now within the same day, I might shop for April 9th. I might have shopped at Office Max and at Drug Mart and at CVS drugstore, say. And I bought ink from Office Max, and I went to Drug Mart for a camera memory card, and to CVS for paper clips. Under April 9th, I'll alphabetize them. It goes A through Z order. The A will be on top, B, C, down through that way, so that if I need to find a receipt, I'll show you what I do with the vendor. I assign each vendor a number. See, it says Office Depot, Office Max. I have it filed, I believe, under Office Max, and there are many different Office Max ones that I shop at. There's one in a city called Willoughby Hills, that one in Highland Hills. They have store numbers, and I can shop at a Drug Mart in Euclid, Mentor, Ohio. They each have store numbers. McDonald's has store number 5362 and store number 1021. Office Depot, I'll show you my vendor filing system in the next video. On the receipt on the piece of paper, I have the vendor number written, and then the vendor number will come into play at another point. I'll tell you that in that video. So for now, I'm going to tell you thank you for coming by my YouTube channel or my website magazine. Wherever you are in your day, have a good day. Bye-bye.